Welcome home to your new place. It's got plenty of space, and I get it's not the same as what you've known, but welcome home, you'll be okay. You've been attached to material things, but that's not the joy that life brings. You've got your family and your friends, and in the end that's all you need, you will see. So in with the new, and hugs to the old. Things aren't quite as black and white as what you've been told, 'cause you won't forget, but you can move on. Maybe just sit down and write a song. You've got so much on your mind. Take a breath, it will be fine. Change isn't easy, but it's worth it when you're done. So come out into the sun. Welcome home to your new life. It'll greet you with a smile. There's so much more to come, and you don't even know how great it is. So welcome home.
Hello, we're back. It's Thursday, February 4th. It's a first Thursday, and we're happy to have you. My name is Mark Duncanson. I work with the city of Pleasanton at the Firehouse Arts Center, and I'm happy to be with you again this week. It is the start of Black History Week. A lot of starts. We've had High School Music Collaborative auditions yesterday. We have another set tomorrow. There's only one spot left. And let's see if we fill it up while the show is happening. There's only one spot left. Just one. And I have to stop the form to make sure it doesn't add one more person. So I'm pulling a double duty tonight. Let's see if I can do it. One more audition. And two people said that they knew about the auditions because they watched Pleasanton Live. Specifically, one of them mentioned Logan Kane. Look at Logan bringing it in. Thank you very much, Logan. So make sure to go to firehousearts.org/HSMC. See if you can fill that last audition spot. It's for high school students only. And guess what? We have two artists from the High School Music Collaborative returning members. They didn't audition. They're returning members, okay? But I want to make sure before we start, check this out. In addition to having to oil my chair, look at that. I've had this chair for a long time. It's Black History Month. And we're going to, you know who that is. That's Nina Simone right there, okay? That is Nina Simone. And I have it on good authority that we're going to hear a song that was sung by this woman. Nina Simone, singer, songwriter, pianist, arranger, and civil rights activist. Put her on your playlist. If you don't know who this is, or you just heard the word and you have not put her songs on your playlist, no better time than now to give a listen. She has one of these distinct voices, beautiful voices that just oozes emotion. You must listen to Nina Simone. I'm going to make sure to put it up there one more time so you can spell it correctly. Do not get it wrong. She was a queen. Okay. Trying to figure out if there's anything else going on. There's plenty going on. Just go to pleasantonca.gov, pleasantonca.gov to see what's happening in the city, the latest updates on what we're doing with the COVID situation. Make sure to keep yourself educated, please. And also for things coming up at the Firehouse, go to firehousearts.org. Stop messing around. Okay, you've been messing around the whole pandemic. Now it's time to start going on those two websites and figuring it out. Okay? All right, now let's get to the business at hand. we have our first artist coming on. I can't wait for you to meet her. Some of you guys already know her if you're watching this. Okay, let me please welcome Ella Durlow, please. Get on here.
Hi, Mark.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. Did I hold myself together enough when were at call time? Because I always get excited to see you guys.
Yes,
Okay.
you did great.
Oh, great. That was professional. Good. Cool. So how have you been doing with school so far this year?
It's been interesting. I mean, it's a new thing for everyone, but I'm kind of getting used to it. It's been a while in online school, but I've been watching the school board meetings, kind of seeing when we might go back,
Yeah,
making
watching like the Super Bowl.
lists.
You're like,
Yeah.
tell us what. Yeah, well, that's good. But what grade are you in this year?
I'm a sophomore.
When did now you have been involved with our theater programs, right? Like musicals and such. When was your first program with us? Do you remember? Like what was your first show?
Yeah, I think it was Mulan Junior, and I was probably in sixth grade.
I love
So a
that.
while ago.
Isn't that something? Cool.
Yeah.
Is there I should ask you this because you're gonna start if you haven't already gotten the question yet, and you're just a sophomore, right? You're
Mhm.
already gonna get it. Do you know what you want to study in college yet? Or are you still riding the wave?
I'm thinking I might go for a theater major. That's maybe, possibly.
I like to hear it. I like to hear it. Just keep that filed away. Don't let it get away from you. Don't let it get away from you. So you have some songs for us, and we loved. We're gonna love to hear that. You guys, if you have not heard Ella perform, you're about to. So, and then you're gonna be an instant fan. I'm gonna stop and mute, and I'm gonna let you play your two songs. Cool.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
All right.
All right. So, this first song I'm doing, as Mark may have mentioned earlier, Nina Simone, I'm going to be singing Feeling Good, one of her best renditions. It's a real good one. So, yeah. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Stars, when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun. You know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun. You know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day's done. That's what I mean. And this old world, it's a new world, and a bold world for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Oh no, no. I'm feeling good. Thank you. The next song I'm going to be singing is an original. I wrote this about a month ago and I never actually finished it. And then when Mark asked me to do this, I pulled it out of the archives and I threw it together. And here we have it. It doesn't have a name yet, so write in the chat on YouTube Live if you have any names for it when I'm done. And here I go. I had a dream, a daydream. The wildflowers bloomed, walking through the garden with you. A little cottage up in the hills, no drama, just the thrill of being with you. 'Cause the way the wind blew your dark hair out of your face, revealing your deep green eyes and your glasses on the curve of your nose in the sunrise. 'Cause the way it shuts its on your shoulders, contouring the shape of your body, your soft lips, vanilla chapstick, and the way you sip your coffee, the way you do everything, the way you are perfection. You like the color sage green. It looks so good against your deep brown hair. You never really like to read, but in the library you're all I need. No fantasy characters except you and I in this fairy tale, but I will just follow the trail of being with you. 'Cause the way the wind blew your dark hair out of your face, revealing your deep green eyes and your glasses on the curve of your nose in the sunrise. 'Cause the way it shuts its on your shoulders, contouring the shape of your body, your soft lips, vanilla chapstick, and the way you sip your coffee, the way you do everything, the way you are perfection. Your soft lips, vanilla chapstick, and the way you sip Thank you, everyone, so much for listening.
Yay! Now, don't forget, you guys, go in that chat. Let Ella know if you have any ideas for the title of that song she just sang. And that was yours. That was an original, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Fantastic. And one of the reasons that the High School Music Collaborative flourishes is because of students like Ella who are taking risks and writing songs and putting themselves out there. So we appreciate everybody being here. Another Ella says that you're amazing.
That's
Cool.
my best friend.
Oh, your best friend's name is Ella?
Yep, dynamic duo.
That is a Disney show in the making.
It should be.
It really should be. Oh, hi, Maya. Maya is like one of our biggest fans, like the High School Musical, well, mostly Tyler's.
Oh, yeah,
I think that's Tyler's best friend. So cool. Awesome. Thank you very much. We're going to see you towards the end of the show, but we're not done with Ella this year because the High School Music Collaborative is going to be starting just next week. Okay, everybody? So we'll see you in a few minutes, Ella.
Thank you, Mark.
All right. So a few of you guys remember, like all of you fans out there of Pleasanton Live, remember last week we had on Robin Fahr from Visit Tri-Valley. Visit Tri-Valley it's an organization that exists to just promote and bring people to the Tri-Valley. And one of the things that's happening this month, the 19th to the 28th, is Taste Tri-Valley Restaurant Week. And that is an idea of bringing restaurants together to make sure that people get out there and support those restaurants that are in the Tri-Valley. And of course, on Pleasanton Live, we are going to be featuring some Pleasanton restaurants. And I know if you live in Pleasanton, you know the name of this restaurant. I have been there several times. And they know how to make a meal. Okay? From Sabio on Main in Pleasanton, California, please welcome executive chef and partner Francis Hogan,
Mark, how are you?
Doing great. You look like you were at work.
Yeah, I go there sometimes.
Well, I really appreciate I know that the life of an executive chef is a busy one, and I really appreciate you making the time, letting us know what you are doing over there at Sabio. In addition to Taste Tri-Valley Restaurant Week, I want to know a little bit about you, because I don't follow sports. I follow theater, music, and restaurants.
Good things to follow.
Yeah, and I watch the Super Bowl just so I can make food and eat it. So I'm glad to have you on this week. Tell me, when was it? When did you know that you wanted to be in the restaurant business?
I always say that you don't choose this business; it chooses you. But the earliest memory I can think of, I was probably 9 or 10 years old. I had still have an uncle, my mom's younger brother, and he worked in restaurants. And it was just this kind of really intriguing and compelling thing. We'd be there for family holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. He'd be coming home at 11:30, 12 at night, obviously, and unfortunately missed dinner. But, he had this aroma that even, 30 years later, I can still remember. It was just this mixture of, garlic and an expensive perfume and cigars. And I know that sounds really weird, and it is really weird, but it's just a smell. People say that, smells do trigger memories. It's something that I'll never forget. And that just kind of piqued my interest. Like, what is this world? I see my parents, they come home from work at 5 o'clock, 5:30. What's he doing out there where he's coming home at 11:30, midnight? And that kind of sparked my interest. But, still being young, that kind of moved me into digging through my mother's old recipes and, the gadgets and everything that she got for her wedding that she never used, whether it was, a pasta roller or, a mandolin or something like that. In my adolescent years, I was cooking at home. My mother has a few compromising pictures of me, but, late at night cooking muffins and banana bread and things like that. And how that turned into a job was I went to my father, I think I was 14 years old. I said, Dad, I want this electric guitar. And he said, well, you better go get a job and earn money. So that was very, very matter of fact, but, it's a lesson that I still take with me to the day. I walked to the end of our block. There was a family-owned Italian restaurant. They'd been in the country maybe 10 years. Their whole family owned multiple restaurants in the area. I said, could I have a job? And at that point, my hair was, well past my shoulders. Kid walking in with a Metallica t-shirt and shaved sides, he's like, well, you cut your hair, I'll give you a job. And then, 26 years later, here I am still doing it. This is a business of love. It's a business of passion. You do have to be a little bit masochistic in a sense. The hours we work are what they are. But that all goes away when you can see the smile on someone's face, and when we can provide that experience. I mean, we're cooking. A lot of people know how to cook, but as chefs and restaurateurs, it's our goal. We want to provide an experience. We welcome you into our home, and this is our home, and oftentimes we spend more time here than our actual homes. And we just love taking care of people. So, it's, like I said, it's a business of passion, and it's one that I couldn't envision myself doing anything else.
Well, I remember the first time I went to Sabio, and someone had just said, you need to go. And between shows at the Amador Theater that I was coordinating, it was like, oh, we have time to go in for lunch. And it was one of those situations where I bit into the dish. And it was one of those that where you're just like, you're having a conversation, go, yeah, yeah. Please stop talking for a second. Let me let this wash over me. It is also atmosphere. It's also atmosphere. It also is that friendly service that you guys provide as well. So I want to talk about what you have coming up for Restaurant Week. Is there anything special that you guys are doing for Restaurant Week?
Yeah, for sure. We're really excited to be part of this. This event's the first of its kind in our area, which is great. We have 35 different restaurants participating, throughout Pleasanton, Dublin, Livermore, and Danville. And we're all putting together some really nice menus. Some places are doing just dinner, some are doing just lunch, and some are doing both. But they're set menus. There's different price points. Lunch, I believe, is $10, $15, $25, if I'm not mistaken. Dinner, I believe, is $35, $45, $65. Once again, if I'm not mistaken. But this is going to be an incredible shot in the arm for an industry that's just been devastated over the last year. We're all just barely hanging on, those of us that are. And as everyone's kind of aware, that there's a lot of them out there that weren't so lucky. Restaurants close, they do, but the amount that they're closing, the rate is just alarming. So I'm hoping that, with the most recent restrictions being lifted, we're starting to point ourselves in a better direction. With the vaccine rollout, obviously, it's not going as smooth as anyone hoped or anticipated, but we're all, cautiously optimistic that we're headed in the right direction. So an event like this would be a great shot in the arm, just to kind of remind everyone, why going out is different than eating at home. Why, chefs and bartenders and servers, like why we all love what we do. And we want to welcome you back into our house, obviously when you're comfortable doing so. So the good thing is, we were surprised last week and we got outdoor dining back. So that adds another element. When we initially were planning the Taste Tri Valley, it was just going to be a takeout only event. So the fact that we can now offer, our menus through takeout and for dine-in is just, it makes the event that much more robust. And like I said, we're excited to take part, and hopefully the end result is to get everyone excited about going out to dinner again.
Yeah, that sounds really great. I want to make sure that you guys know out there that, as you guys know, the people that frequent downtown Pleasanton, that live in Pleasanton, a restaurant isn't just a restaurant, right? Where you guys are, you're part of a community, right? You're part of you're part of the community. You're part of the aesthetic of downtown as well. As soon as someone here says Sabio, I immediately know what that looks like. I know what that smells like. I know what that sounds like, right? So it's really important to make sure our community continues to be robust by supporting these restaurants, and make sure you get out there. We have the information not only for Chef Francis restaurant Sabio's, but we also have information for Visit Tri Valley's event, Taste Tri Valley Restaurant Week. So make sure to go into the description of this video, click follow the restaurant, and please support. You are one of the first restaurant that we have on, ramping up to Restaurant Week, and we're going to keep reminding folks to go to your website and make sure to get ready for not just Restaurant Week, get ready for Restaurant Month. For heaven's sakes, get out there, but make sure it's an event and support. Chef, I really appreciate you making the time tonight and telling us more about what you guys have. And you just made me even hungrier. So
It's part of my job, you know.
all right, man. Well, we're going to see you later. And again, you guys go and see them at Sabio on Main. Sabio on Main. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Mark.
You bet. You bet. Take care. Seriously, you guys, you need to go. If you haven't been, support and follow the rules, please. I can't say it enough. Take care of each other. Take care of the workers, the staff at the restaurants. Take care of other people around you. Don't forget yourself and don't forget others. More. The light at the end of the tunnel is coming closer. Don't you feel it? I feel it. Let's keep it going. All right, you guys. The first Thursdays on Pleasanton Live with the High School Music Collaborative continues with a returning member and also a former participant, just a participant to the hilt, like Ella, for the city of Pleasanton. Let's welcome Tyler Sullivan, everybody.
Hi, Mark.
Hello. Welcome back.
Hello.
Oh, my goodness. So how's it? So what grade are you in this year?
I am a junior this year.
I keep doing this to you, and I know that we've had this conversation many times, and I apologize bringing it up, but those people that are just meeting you tonight need to understand the history of Tyler with the city of Pleasanton. What was the first show you did, and how old were you?
It was a summer camp. I think it was the summer after 3rd grade. I was in Seussical Junior, and I was JoJo.
The summer after 3rd grade.
It's been a long time.
I love that so much. And it was one of the cutest things you've ever seen in your life. Like, let's let that simmer for a second. Okay. And I'm sure at some point, Mom has pictures that she doesn't mind showing at some point. Maybe you even do. It's going to have to happen at some point. I just want to make sure you're ready for it. Okay? Okay. All right. So what I didn't ask Ella, but I'm going to ask you because I forgot, because I was so excited about this. You see, she was singing that song. What have you been watching? Have you been watching anything?
I have this little routine for myself where I watch one episode of TV during my lunch break every day. So this year, at first I got through all of Community. I finished that about a month ago. And then right now I've been watching BoJack Horseman.
I've heard good things. I watched the first season and loved it. But there was so much. I love TV so much, it kind of got buried under other television. So I need to pick it back up.
You should pick it back up. It's really good. It's really funny. They have a lot of good animal humor, because it's a universe where humans and animals are basically the same. But then it's also deals with some really dark stuff, so it's kind of interesting.
See, that's my jam. I like that kind of stuff.
Watch it for too long, you just feel really sad.
I know that. See, that's my jam. Sometimes I'm just I'm deep into it, and I'm like, get out of here! I'm watching this. Cool, I love it. So you have a couple of songs for us.
I do.
Good, because I want to hear it, and I know that other people do too. So, ladies and gentlemen, please listen to the wonderful sounds of Tyler Sullivan.
All right, thank you. So I'm going to be singing a couple of originals for you guys. This first one I'm going to do is called Hoodie. I wrote it about just this one time I was cleaning my room, and when you find all this old stuff and get kind of distracted. So this is just about one time where I found my old jacket that I used to always wear in elementary school.
I found my old favorite hoodie today, packed inside a box, it was all tucked away. I pulled it out and I brushed off the dust. I didn't know that cotton could rust. shrugged it on and went out in the cold. I had never felt so good, I had never felt so old. The sleeves that were once on my knees now fit me perfectly. The way this maroon jacket feels, I know it's meant to be. I would be lying if I said I didn't think of you. When I wore this here old jacket, there was nothing we couldn't do. I got to school and I put on the hood, tugged on the strings, feeling misunderstood. Then I saw you in class and my frown went away. You said, "Isn't that the jacket you wore in 3rd grade?" The sleeves that were once at my knees now fit me perfectly. The way this maroon jacket feels, I know it's meant to be. I would be lying if I said I didn't think of you. When I wore this here old jacket, there was nothing we couldn't do. And all the fabric's fraying and the sleeves are all stained, it's got a certain softness that cannot be feigned. With our years of childhood wonderment gone, it feels so damn good to just put it on. And the sleeves that were once on my knees now fit me perfectly. The way this maroon jacket feels, I know it's meant to be. I would be lying if I said I didn't think of you. When I wore this here old jacket, there was nothing we couldn't do.
Alright, thank you. This next one I'm going to do for you is called Diary. I started writing this one because one of my friends, I actually don't remember who, was sending me pictures of her old diary entries, and we were having so much fun laughing over them. And I just kind of got to thinking, like, wow, I really wish I had kept a diary when I was little, because that's just never something I really did. And I just think it'd be so fun to be able to go look back on that. And I kind of just expanded to, like, the power in writing things down and having them live somewhere.
Wish I kept a diary. I would love to get acquainted with the old me, but all I have is memories, and nobody has got them written down. Today I saw my old childhood friend. She was so different than she was back then. We were only connected through memories, and we're the only ones who have them written down. You say you've loved me your entire life, since the age of 3 hours to be your wife. Nothing to prove it but your memories, and they're different from the ones I've written down. So it's just he said, she said, your house, my bed, and I can't recall. Did I jump or did I fall? There's no paper trail, no past, no bell, and no one will know if I flew high or I went low. And I always wish I had a really old friend who could tell me what it's like to live way back when. And I'd sit and listen to memories of the world before I walked upon its ground. And I think about all the moon I've seen, but the sun is older, does that make a king to tell the old man his memories are too young to be as accurate as hers? So it's just he said, she said, your house, my bed, and I can't recall. Did I jump or did I fall? There's no paper trail, no cost, no bell, and no one will know if I flew higher, I went low. Low, oh, 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 oh. Low, oh, 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 oh. Low, oh, oh. Low. And I always wish I kept a diary. I would love to get acquainted with the old me, but all I have is memories, and nobody has got them written down.
All right, thank you so much for listening. Have a great night.
Stay here. Don't go away. Come back.
Just kidding.
You know why? We did it again. Pleasanton Live is over. So let's bring back everybody. Yippee! I want to thank Ella and Tyler and Chef Francis Hogan for being here tonight. Make sure everyone to go in the description of this box, look at some of the chats, click some of the links. Make sure to follow, support, look out for High School Music Collaborative coming to you always on Pleasanton Live this year on the first Thursday of each month, as well as going on that website and looking at shows that are coming up. We want you to buy tickets. Not only do we want you to support youth in the arts like Tyler and Ella, we want you to support restaurants, business, our infrastructure, our community, so we can keep growing. We can come back and be ready to go, hit the ground running. Take care of yourselves. Put your mask on. Even if you're vaccinated, keep your mask on and take care of yourselves. Okay? And please, above all, be kind and happy Black History Month. Bye-bye, everybody.